TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What about the Click? How much power did they actually have, Kevin Scott?
A lot of power. They had a lot of power, but this was. I'll let him give you your take on this, and then I'll give you. I'll give him my take, and then he gives it. Okay. Because it happened exactly when I started. And there was Kevin, Shawn, Razor, Hunter, and Kid, right? Who, me and him were what you would call social butterflies. I mean, one night we're dragging Shawn to his room and undressing him and taking care of him. And, the next night with Yoga, we just take care of everybody. But they would start using their influence to, edge out and do this and this and everything. And that's why Yoko and Take had to fucking, create their own little thing. And it sounds like, okay, there was a Click and there was BSK and then we did all this stuff and everything. But there was one night on a tour bus, which is probably, I wish I would have brought the picture.
Yeah, I got the picture.
It's on my wall. The greatest picture in wrestling history. It was the night the walls came down.
Huh.
Tour bus in Germany. And it's back of the fucking, of course, dead ass center, back of the bus is Taker. And then there's me and him.
And Paul Bear.
No. Paul was down at the bottom. It was Taker, me, you, Kevin, Stone Cold, No More Seat, Hunter, Kid, Paul Bear, and all of them are down on the floor. And Briscoe and Jerry and that.
And guess who took the picture? George the Animal Steel.
George the Animal Steel.
And what everybody have to do before?
We all had to hit the fucking weed.
Who had to hit it first?
George.
And who said that?
Was it you?
No.
Who was it?
The General.
The General. Yes. Colin Powell. Because, hey, if you're going to do something, nobody can tell if everybody's doing it.
Right.
And it's just weed. I mean, come on, right? And it wasn't like we were shooting up in the fucking hotel rooms at that point.
Right.
I'm just kidding. But, no, it was, wow, in retrospect,
I mean, that was one of the best groups.
Yeah. In retrospect, the smaller aspect, me and him, this might sound egotistical and everything, but me and him were the guys who one night would be out with Shawn and Razor and that because they were all little bitches. No, they were not little bitches. I did not mean that at all. I mean, they were little guys who, everybody wanted to start fighting with, so they hung out with us, so we would take care of them. And then the next night, we're out with Yoke and fucking Keish and all that guy and everything. But we were the guys who brought everything together.
Yeah, that's what Paul Bear said.
Yeah.
When we left up there.
I know, that was great, because Paul Bear said, you were the, this is like Nietzsche. Paul Bear said, you were the guys who united everything and fuck Ric Flair. Oh no, that's how that was.
I still got like a couple more questions to ask you guys.
I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I'm in my room.
What about when Scott and Kevin left for WCW? How did things change as far as backstage politics go? Did Shawn calm down now that?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Do you want?
Everything sort of switched over.
Let me handle this one.
Yeah, everything sort of switched over.
Let me handle this one as I shoot an interview. Kevin and Shawn, or Kevin and
Scott.
Right.
What was his name?
Scott
Hall.
Who
Wrestler?
the guy with the toothpick.
Carlito?
Yeah.
No, but anyway, yeah, and that's when Shawn started hanging out with us a lot. And Shawn would lose it and everything and come out after meetings with Vince and just be livid. And he would come to me and Mark. And me and Mark would get in the car and take him and get him high and fucking calm him down and bring him back. And Vince McMahon never said this, but he said, somebody said, I should pay you guys for weed for calming Shawn down every time he got, freaked out. Yeah. That's right, BSK, baby.
What's that stand for?
I cannot tell you. But it is a group that was started during the whole Click time when Shawn, Diesel, Razor, and all those guys did it. Yoko and Taker started it. It's me, Yoko, or it's Yoko, Taker, me, him, Savio, Papa,
Batu.
Rikishi, and all that. It was just, a thing that we started to take care of each other, and all of us have the tattoos.
Wow.
He's got it, I got it, Papa's got it, Taker's got it, Remember my BSK initiation night that I had to, BSK initiation night.
Does that stand for beat the shit out of the Click or something?
No. We were cooler than that. It was...
It almost happened one time with Brian Pillman.
Well, Brian wasn't really... But my initiation, I was the last member of BSK ever initiated. And in rest, and I was the greatest initiation ever. We were in this little bumfuck town, and it was like my second, third week or whatever, and we were in this little tiny bar in wherever it was. Nobody was there. It was just us. It was Taker, Papa, Kishi, Savio, him, me, and Yoke. And they were like, all right, boy. It was like a gang. It was like, all right, you're going to get a beat in or sexed in. And I'm like, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Fortunately, my back's located on my cock. So, and they were like, you got to drink a bottle of Jack. And when I was going through wrestling school and college and everything like that, I was always a whiskey drinker and everything with the Wild Turkey and all that, so there was no problem. So we had this great night with no one in a bar but us, and we drank, and they all, made me drink, and I felt so loved and everything, and went back to the hotel room. He was banging some chick. This was the fucking whore dog of the... Yeah, you want to know, at that time, in the heyday of wrestling, the whole Stone Cold Rock time.
Right.
Who got more pussy? Everybody asked that.
Huh.
Here.
Nice.
Mile High Club.
Mile High Club, yeah. Yeah, that's South Africa. Yeah, had sex on a plane.
What about some of your other...
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the finish of that was... we had the initiation and everything, and I really apologize for interrupting.
No.
And like, okay, you got to drink a bottle of Jack, so I'm drinking and everything. And he disappears for a girl, and everybody disappears for a girl. Huh. And me and Yoke are there and everything, and Yoke, takes me back to my room, right? And I'm a little smaller than I am right now, and Yoke is Yokozuna. And we're there, and we're sitting on my bed, and I'm falling asleep on him. He's got his arm around me. Yoke, love him to death. And then when we fall asleep and everything, we both had black sweatshirts on and everything. And first, I have no idea how it happened, but we woke up the next morning, and I had his on, and he had mine on. And I woke up, and I'm like, oh my God, I've shrunk into a little person and everything. And it was just the greatest thing. And you have no idea how, everybody hears about the BSK is the biggest secret. Nobody knows what it means, and nobody knows what it means. But I'm going to tell you right now, it means we like to big suck. Is K cock? Cock, yeah. No, but, it was just awesome.
It was a group of guys that, I mean,
Took care
I
of each other.
believe honestly cared for each other because we've done some things for each other that.
You know, we've done stuff that, you know, I mean, like the whole jail, bailing, picking up, you know, it's that whole, like, story of, like, you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Who are you going to call when you need something? Every one of these guys you can call and do it. And the click, same thing. Something happens 4 o'clock in the morning, every one of those guys you call, and they would not answer the phone.
Well, as far as the travel schedule from back then, was it crazy to it? You know.
Oh, dude, 280 days a year. I mean, we were home like 2 days a week. Fortunately, he had children and everything, so he had to go home. So a lot of times I would stay, and you know, like if we were on the other side of the country, and I had like 2 days where like I would spend a day flying home and then flying back out. I would just stay there, and you know, it was one of the main reasons that I retired. The travel.
I used to get late flights.
Yeah. This was my big thing.
Because I had to. Because I couldn't sit and walk.
Can you get me a later flight? Call the office in.
TitleMatchNetwork.com